I came into my superintendent role. I was the middle school principal, and we experienced some change in leadership, and I was asked by the board to step into the role of superintendent. We had not had policy that had been locked in and in place and had been self-written. A lot of it was dated back into the 1990s. So part of my conversation with the board was making the move to adopt the Neola policies to make sure that we were legally protected as a board before stepping into the role. I had familiarity with Neola and the fact that all of the policies are strong, legally vetted, and would put us and position us in a place to be protected. Having the policies in place has been really critical for us in terms of thinking about navigating in particular issues that come up, like providing clarity around governance for the board. And as I stepped into the role, to be able to revert to policy, and then the work that we've done around the updates and just going through and looking at that policy, I think has provided the board with stronger clarity in their role of governance and how they conduct their work as well. And so I think that's been hugely important in terms of that. And I think, some of the added pieces of it too is improving our practice as a district. We review some of those policies. There's pieces of policy that maybe weren't necessarily embedded in our practice that are really important to meeting the needs of families. Like when I think, for example, about some of the policy around Title I and things like that. So really kind of upping our game as well into some of our practices with our directors and the work that they do. They're very, very grateful to have clarity around that work. I think they were seeking to kind of do some homegrown policy writing and were really spinning wheels for several years prior to this. And so this really helped kind of codify that and really think about how they get that work done. And as we move through updates, they're asking really good questions too and thinking about, does this reflect our community values? Are there changes that need to be made to this? And so they've really, I think, are having that template has provided them with the ability to do better thinking around policy. My work around the updates and reviews, I think, has been really helpful in terms of also being able to just have other questions answered, right? And speak with the representative. I work with John Thompson, and I know that he has a lot of experience. So he's always very good about really helping me understand the policies from multiple sides and how that might actually apply to the work. I think having that knowledge base of being a superintendent and guiding that really kind of helps marry that for me to understand how to explain some of that to the board as well. So that's been really helpful for the model that you are using and sort of the expertise that the people within your ranks are using to help support the work.